everyone, welcome to Prominent Biology classes. In this video we are going to discuss Mendel's third law, law of independent assortment. The law of independent assortment is based on dihybrid cross. Dihybrid cross. Mendel crossed the pure line plants having two different characters like RRYY. One plant has round and yellow seed and another plant has wrinkled and white seed. These two plants are parent plant. They produce gametes. The gametes are here R capital Y type and here small r small y type. Just see how the gametes are produced. We segregate these two alleles R and fuse these alleles with YY type of allele for gamete formation. Here also, so every time these are the gametes RY. After fusion of these two, so 4 gametes were produced by this parent and all are of similar type. So we will take only one just for our convenience. Here also only one type of gametes are produced which are 4 in number. So here also we will take the only one gamete for convenience. Then after fusion of these gametes fertilized and form the plant, that is capital R, capital Y, small y type of plant. This is the plant of F1 generation. F1 generation. We just clean this. Here the two characters are present here. These characters are hybrid characters. When the alleles are of different type, this condition is known as hybrid. So one gene has RR type of heterozygous alleles and the second gene has YY type of allele. This is also heterozygous. So this cross is about the dihybrid cross. Both the alleles are in heterozygous condition. For F2 generation, Mendel crossed the plants of F1 generation, self-pollinated the plants of F1 generation. So let's see the F2 generation. Mendel crossed the F1 generation plant to get the F2 generation plants. Here gametes were produced by these plants. 4 types of gametes were produced here. Let's see. We segregate these alleles, any set of allele like capital R and small r. These two alleles are segregated and they combines with another set of allele, that is capital Y, small y, and this allele can go with this allele and form capital R and capital Y. Here the capital R, small y. Here this allele can go with this capital Y allele. So small r, capital Y, and in this condition small r, small y. So these are the gametes produced by this plant. And the same type of gamete will produced by this plant. So we are just putting these gametes in Punnett square and to know the genotype of F2 generation. Mendel placed the gametes produced by those plants in Punnett square. Here one side the male gametes were placed and this side the female gametes were placed, and these are the genotypes of plants of F2 generation. So after crossing this after fertilization of these gametes, the phenotypes of the plants of F2 generation is RRYY, capital R, capital Y. It can give the round and yellow seeded plants. This also gives the round and yellow type of plant. This is also round and yellow. This is also round and yellow. Here the round and yellow type, and this is also the round and yellow type. So total 9 plants produced, that was round and yellow. This is round and white, round and white. This is also round and white. So 3 plants, the phenotype of 3 plants are round and white. And this is wrinkled and yellow. This is wrinkled and yellow, wrinkled and yellow. So 3 plants had phenotype wrinkled and yellow. And this only one plant, that is completely homozygous recessive plant, that is one is wrinkled and white. So after crossing the F1 generation plant, the phenotypic ratio that Mendel obtained is 9:3:3:1. This is the phenotypic ratio of F2 generation plant. After getting this phenotypic ratio, Mendel proposed his third law, the law of independent assortment. According to his law, he said that the 2 pairs of characters, they combine in hybrid in F1 generation. These 2 pairs of characters combine in F1 generation, and segregation of one pair of character is independent to the another pair of character during gamete formation. That means, in simple words, the allele of one gene can assort or can go with the allele of another gene. Let's try to understand with this figure. This is the schematic diagram. The homologous chromosomes are present. So on this homologous chromosome, the one gene has 2 different type of allele, capital R, small r, and another homologous chromosome, the next gene which has 2 different type of alleles, capital Y, small y. So after getting the phenotypic ratio, Mendel concluded that the allele of one gene can assort or can go with the allele of another gene during gamete formation. So this allele can go with the allele, the allele of another gene, and this allele can go with the allele of another gene. So this is the inheritance of 2 genes also. Inheritance of 2 genes. After Mendel's third law, the law of independent assortment, where the pair of alleles assorted independently during gamete formation, the new topic is the exceptions of Mendel's principles. And here we will discuss the incomplete dominance and codominance. But before these topics, let's try to understand the concept of dominance. In concept of dominance, we will discuss why some alleles are dominant and some are recessive. Every gene has a coded information for a particular traits, and in diploid organism, every gene has a pair of alleles. Suppose these are the homologous chromosomes, and on this homologous chromosomes, the alleles are present here for the height. They are controlling the height of the plant, and some alleles are homozygous and in some case the alleles are heterozygous. So here the case is heterozygous. One is capital T and another allele is small. This capital T is a normal allele. This is normal allele. So it produces normal protein for enzyme, and this small t, it is a modified allele. Modified allele. Modified allele means this allele is changed due to mutation, suppose by UV rays. So it cannot produce the normal protein. So there can be three types of situations. First, it can produce less amount of or less efficient protein, less efficient protein. Second, it can produce faulty protein, and third case, no protein is formed, no protein. So these can be three situations by the modified allele. If less efficient protein is produced by this modified allele, then this normal allele produces more protein to compensate the deficiency, and in this case the plant is tall. The phenotype is governed by this normal allele. In second case and third case, where the faulty protein is produced, and in third case no protein is produced, in both cases also this capital T, the normal allele, produces the protein in its normal amount. Not much protein is produced in these two cases. And here also the phenotype is dependent, totally dependent on this normal allele. So this normal allele is considered as a dominant. Normal allele is considered as a dominant, and this modified allele is considered as a recessive allele. After the concept of dominance, now we will study the incomplete dominance, the variations of Mendel's principles. Incomplete dominance is a phenomenon in which the offsprings of F1 generation do not resemble either of the two parents. They possess the intermediate characters. Best examples are Antirrhinum species, commonly known as snapdragon or dog flower, and Mirabilis jalpa or 4 o'clock plant. We can see the incomplete dominance. And in animal kingdom, Andalusian fowl also, we can see this incomplete dominance. So let's take the example of Antirrhinum or snapdragon. In snapdragon, the red colored flower is crossed with white colored flower, and these cross are according to Mendelian pattern. We start with this pure line. These plants were taken as parent plants. The gametes are produced by these plants. Here the capital R gamete is produced by red colored plant, and the small r is produced by this white colored plant. These two gametes are placed in Punnett square, and after crossing of these gametes, the capital R is small r, the offspring's genotype is, and here the fusion of these two gametes, the capital R is small r, here also the capital R is small r and capital R is small r. But phenotypically, these plants having the pink color flower. According to Mendel's law of dominance, these flowers should be of red color, but here the flowers are of pink color. That means the dominant gene is not able to show their dominance, or it not able to completely suppress the recessive gene. So this is due to incomplete dominance. Next, for F2 generation, we cross the plants of F1 generation. So when the F1 generation plants are crossed, this is the parent for F2 generation. The gametes are produced, capital R, small r here, Also the gametes capital R, small r, these are the gametes, and when these gametes are placed in Punnett square, capital R, small r, here also the capital R, small r. So after fusion of these two gametes, the offspring is capital R, capital R. After fusion of these two gametes, the capital R, small r. Here also capital R, small r, and here the small r, small r. So in F2 generation, the offsprings are red, pink and white. The parents' characters are also reflected here, and the new character is also reflected here. So the phenotypic ratio in F2 generation, phenotypic ratio is 1:2:1. 1 red, 2 pink and 1 white. But in Mendelians, according to Mendel's law of dominance, the phenotypic ratio should be 3:1. But here the phenotypic ratio is changed from 3:1 to 1:2:1. And the genotypic ratio, it is same, 1:2:1. 1 red, homozygous red, 2 heterozygous pink and 1 homozygous white. So this is the exception of Mendel's law of dominance. The questions can be asked, name the inheritance in which phenotypic and genotypic ratio is same. The answer is incomplete dominance. Second type of question, name the plant in which the incomplete dominance can be seen. The answer is snapdragon, antirrhinum, or snapdragon, antirrhinum or mirabilis jalpa. Which type of inheritance can be seen? So that is the incomplete dominance. Moving to the next exception, that is the codominance. Codominance is a phenomena in which both the alleles express themselves independently. That means the offsprings of F1 generation resembles with both the parents. ABO blood group of human is a good example of codominance. This ABO blood group is controlled by gene I. This gene I has 3 alleles, IA, IB and small I. IA and IB are dominant over small I, and on the plasma membrane of RBC, the sugar polymers are protruded, and these sugar polymers are controlled by gene. So in allele IA and IB, the sugar polymers are slightly different. Slightly different sugar polymers in IA and IB, and in small I, no sugar polymers. No sugar polymer is found here in small I allele. So from these 3 alleles, 6 different combinations can be formed. And as human being is a diploid organism, so out of these 3, 2 alleles are present in each and every person. So let's see the combinations of alleles in human being. These are the 6 different combinations that is present in human being. If the parent 1 has IA type of allele and second parent has IA type of allele, then the offspring's genotype is IA and the blood group is A type blood group. In second case, if one parent has IA type of allele and second parent has small I type of allele, then the genotype is IA and small I. In this case also, the blood group is of A type. because this small I has no sugar polymer, so only this IA is expressed. Third case, where the one parent has IB type of allele and the second parent has also IB type of allele, then the genotype of offspring is IB and the blood group is B. One parent has same the IB type of allele and small I, then in this case the genotype is IB in small I and the blood group is again B type. In third case, if one parent has IA type of allele and another parent has IB type of allele, then the genotype of offspring is IA-IB and the blood group is AB blood group. Another case, this is why first case, the first parent has IB type, second parent IA type, then again the genotype is IA-IB and the blood group is AB. In sixth condition, if one parent has a small I allele and the another parent has small I allele, then the genotype of offspring is small I, and in this case the blood group is O blood group. So this is the example of codominance. According to law of dominance, the offsprings of F1 generation resembles either of the parent, and in incomplete dominance the offsprings of F1 generation do not resemble with any parents. They have their intermediate character. But in codominance, the offsprings resembles with both the parents, and this ABO blood group is the good example of codominance. So that's all about the exceptions of Mendel's inheritance principle. Stay tuned for more videos.